was the volunteers. So I think that we should create like a sign up for shifts because I doubt that everybody's going to be available for the whole thing.
Yeah. It's 2 days.
Yeah. So so shifts, we need to know how many people we'll have at a given moment. And I don't know, I feel like it'd be good to have at least 3 people on at all times if possible, just because like we might, like for participants who are blind, they might kind of need like a full-time attendant to kind of just help them find where they're going to go. And stuff like that. So we have like 3 blind participants, but I don't think that all 3 of them will be there the whole time. So we'll have to kind of coordinate that. And then I think it'll be good to have like somebody kind of standing near where parking is and just pointing people to where the crosswalk is. And there's going to be like, we're paying for a parking attendant from parking and transportation. So there'll be someone at like stationed at the crosswalk when it's dark out on the first night because that's like required. But the next day, I don't think we have an attendant.
So that's when you need a student.
A student, to just show people. And like, I don't know, if somebody gets off a bus and it looks like they have a disability and like they don't know where they're going, then at that point you'd be able to like kind of step in and be like, hey, are you here for the disability and the disciplines conference? Right this way, that kind of thing.
So why don't we start like a sign up sheet volunteer thing right now, just to like get it on the books. And like, are you thinking like half an hour shifts, like 1 hour shifts?
Whatever people can do. Let's just put like, I don't know if we can set it up kind of like a when to meet where people can like. Maybe we could just do a when to meet for shifts. I don't know if that works, but
I guess because
kind of like scroll over as much time as they can get.
That's true.
And then it's more flexible, right? If somebody's like, they can't be there on the hour, but they can be there, certain times. So that's the volunteers. I thought.
I definitely know I can add a contribute board on Friday, but I can't on Thursday.
Yeah. So like, I feel like people are gonna need to figure it around their own schedules. I also thought about like how do we train people because, and it's not like we need any like massive training, but just like some basic stuff, like asking people first if they need help rather than like assuming and doing things. Just kind of basic etiquette, particularly with blind people. Like, would you like to take my arm as opposed to just like grabbing them or touching them without permission? So there's a little video that I found that's like 3.5 minutes long that we can just make sure everybody watches. And I thought this might be an easier way than like trying to
bring everyone together.
Trying to do a training session.
I agree with you.
Just because I know it's going to be busy.
Especially because now the finals and the last research are starting to be that time as well.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like that should be good. And then I wanted to ask if we've given any more thought to uniforms or if I should just ask the Ruby for aprons. Because I'm going to be putting in like a total equipment order tomorrow. So I think it can include like all of our needs for everything on that. And they do events all the time. So sometimes they have like aprons and stuff for like people working at the event to kind of just visually mark you. So I know you were thinking about getting t-shirts. Did you get any progress on that?
No, I think Trent, you said we would have to appeal to annual budget people. Is that something that's still possible to do? Otherwise, I think like
I'll have to message them.
Okay.
Could you just like ask people to wear like a color for like top and bottom and then like some other defining?
I can also make like some really obvious name tags. Just I love laser cut.
Oh, true. Yeah, I think like the most feasible. I think most feasible option at this point is doing the apron, and we can all have like wear the DDA button or like one of like Trent and laser cut or cut name tags or something.
Aprons are good. Okay, so I'll ask for the aprons. Logan's not here. I need to check with her on progress for finding students for the plenary. Does anyone have any ideas on that? Ways that we can reach out and get like 2 more people to.
You want to reach out to GMS, actually over there?
Regarding the student plenary?
Yeah.
No. Why do you think we should?
I mean, you could try it.
To like put it out on the SDAO listserv?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that last week and we were like, or at least we were kind of thinking about what message it sends if it's coming from there. I mean, at this point, we need people, so
Yeah, I was thinking it'd be more kind of a last ditch option.
Right. Yeah, because we were sort of like worried about if it comes from the SDAO office, if students are gonna feel like it. I don't know that they're the ones organizing it, right?
Yeah, you could try you could try that and then also try like.
Yeah. I mean, did we do anything? I mean, I guess that's why I needed to talk to Logan, because like, did we use our Facebook or our Twitter at all to try and get people to sign up, or did we not really put anything out?
I don't think so, so I can do one.
Okay, and like maybe an email or something? You know, like
I sent it out in the recap email, like sign up for. Then again, I know those are like
Sometimes
long blocks of text.
People, their eyes glaze over, or they just see recap and they just skip it or push it into a folder somewhere.
I tried to like bold things that are really important, so I like.
No, your emails are great.
Okay.
Your emails are great. It's just like the way that people interact with emails. Sometimes it's like better to put. Sometimes it's better to have something like in its own message with like the subject heading of the email being like looking for student volunteers for conference, and then we can. So maybe we can do an email that's like looking for student volunteers for disability conference, and then it can say like we need two people to speak on a student-led plenary about accessibility on campus, and then B, we need people to volunteer to actually like work the conference, so that we can kind of advertise both of those together.
Yeah. Can I? How do you guys feel about me like reaching out and sending this message to the the DSG blast?
That's great.
Because I think we also got a lot more responses on our LDOC accessibility survey through that, which I should send the responses to Sabrina. Yikes. We'll do that.
Our to-do lists keep getting longer and longer. That'd be great though. And even we can get the word out at this point would be awesome. So I thought I'd just update you guys on the Student Expo. I mean, there's not really much that you can do about this, but I had to have a deadline for the signups that was pretty early because the Ruby wants like full equipment order by tomorrow. So the deadline was Friday, and I only had 15 submissions at that point. So like I expected like most of my students would submit, but only 7, or only 8, including students from years past, have signed up, and then only a few others. And the reason that the number was so much smaller than I anticipated was that Kevin Caves, like, who is the biomedical engineering professor who's been like helping me with this, he like somehow had the wrong date in his head like all along. I don't know how that happened, because he's the one that picked the dates. But like he had the wrong date in his head, and he was like talking to people about this conference and like saying that it was all happening on the Thursday. And then he realized, oh, actually most of it's on the Friday. And it was like too late, and there's some other biomedical engineering event happening at the same time. And it's like none of the students are gonna come now. So that sucked. But that's like, what can you do about that at this point? So that's what's going on with the Student Expo. We'll also have like artists, and Dan Ellison's class is gonna create an exhibit. So it'll be less sprawling than I was hoping for, but it'll still be good. And then I thought we'd talk about accessibility stuff. So Trent, you went to UCAE. Can I go ahead and place the order for the ASL now, or
ASL.
The ASL interpreters?
Because I can't submit any SOFC things until this weekend is over. I'm going to go in and submit it tomorrow.
Okay.
No promises on how much programming they do. So wait till say Wednesday.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Yeah. Let me look at my calendar. So Wednesday is the 3rd. So that's good, because that's still more than 3 weeks before.
Yeah.
I feel like the
outer
limit is like 2 weeks. But
sorry, I forgot to mention, but our event got approved on Duke Groups.
You emailed.
Oh,
yes, I saw
did.
that.
Yay.
Yes,
Okay, good. I forgot.
You didn't forget to tell us.
Yeah.
I didn't email you back because I just feel like everybody's inboxes get so full. But thank you so much for doing that.
No problem.
Yeah, so I'll place the order on Wednesday. I'll make a note to myself. Place in its order. The next accessibility thing was I was talking to Dan Ellison about the audio description and stuff. And the opening night is going to be this artistic performance. And yeah, the artist contacted me this morning to say that she would like audio description for that. So I reached out to Dan, and he said that he would do it himself in a pinch, but he thinks that I should try and order it from Arts Access, which we've used in the past, which is like $200.
Mm-hmm.
So we could potentially add that to the SOC order if there's still room.
I wouldn't hold my breath.
Okay, or I can just try and get the money from HHL.
Okay.
But I just want to throw that out there as like an added accessibility thing that we're just kind of thinking of now. The Ruby does have like assisted listening devices. We requested a quiet space for people to take a break because we might have some people and some kids with autism. And they're getting wheelchairs also because some people have kind of asked. Some people say that they like sometimes use wheelchairs, and they've asked if there's going to be any on site. So we'll have a few of those as well. Another idea that I had for accessibility, actually this is an idea that Lee Fickling had a while ago, which was to have someone make like an iPhone video of themselves walking through the space just to like show what everything looks like, in case it helps people to visualize things in advance. I mean, I don't know how we're doing in terms of manpower. We could maybe take that on. But again, this was something I wanted to talk to Simran about because anything she does for the conference, since she's on payroll with HHL, we can pay her to do it.
I see.
But like, I also don't know how much time she has to do stuff, even if it's paid. So
is this something where it's like somebody just needs to go into the Ruby and like take videos?
Yeah, it'd be like, this is what the parking lot looks like. Here's the crosswalk. This is the entrance. Like, here's the button for the door. It would just be like kind of a walkthrough, you know?
I can try to see if I can do something like with my friend who's a visual media studies major, so it can be like a proper quality video instead of just like an iPhone fire hosing everywhere.
It doesn't have to be, like, I don't want it to be a huge time layout for you guys, though. It can be pretty low budget. Like,
yeah.
And
this is all going to be on the first floor of the Ruby, right?
Everything's first floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you want someone to be like talking as they're taking the video, or like just a silent?
They
like,
could, or you could just caption it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if we're going for maximum accessibility, we'd have voice and
Caption.
Although a blind person probably wouldn't. I don't know. Like, for me, the hardest thing, and I know, like, Jay, you're working on that tactile map, right? It's hard to think about how do you give maps, how do you kind of create, how do you, like, show blind people what to expect from a space, you know what I mean, remotely. So I don't know if a video would even be of any use to them, even if we had a lot of description of what you're seeing. I mean, I just don't know. This isn't something really, I know you guys are doing a lot of thinking about this. In terms of like making it tactile, which like we can't like send a tactile map to people before they get here. But so I feel like with blind people, we're gonna have to just rely on guides.
Yeah.
And just like kind of showing them around. Yeah. So that was my idea for accessibility. And then the last bit to talk about is marketing, which at this point should be kind of a priority. Like, I'm taking care of a lot of the logistical stuff, like behind the scenes and stuff, but I need more help with marketing, and that's why I wanted, most of these things I need to talk about with Simran, but I wanted to give the update that Judge Craig Brown like called me yesterday, and he was like super excited about the conference, and he was talking about how timely it is and how much potentially things it has to like make the news and stuff, and I was just like, okay. It was super nice, and he like knows people at he knows people on NPR and stuff, and he said that he already mentioned it to someone on NPR, like the People's Pharmacy, which is a show I've never listened to before. Thoughts? I've never heard it before, but like he immediately was like, "Do you know who I ran into? It was the funniest thing." And he like said the guy's name, and I didn't know who it was, so I had to look him up. But yeah, but he said he's trying to get attention from WRAL and stuff like that. So we'll see what comes back. But also I was just thinking about like the Chronicle, which we've done in the past.
Yes, I can do this. I can pitch it to them. Again, no guarantees that it will actually get covered because again, it's during like a reading period. But yeah, I can ask.
Okay. Yeah, everything else was for Simran, so I'll just reach out to her and try and set up a separate meeting. But any questions on conference? Any ideas? Anything I'm forgetting or?
Sorry, I'm just busy like catching up to SLC right now.
I have a monster logistics checklist somewhere. But I think as far as stuff that like you guys might be able to help with, that's pretty much it.
So for the ASL, will sorry, I didn't catch. Is that something Trent we can do through SOFC or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ideally, we should have enough money in our budget just by ourselves to cover the entire thing. But that blows into the money we can keep for next year.
Okay.
So the more we keep next year, the better.
So could we like place the order for like 2 out of the 4 ASL interpreters or like reach a middle ground?
If we need to reduce, we could. I mean, I sent you the breakdown.
Yeah,
I don't have that open right now,
Yeah, I read
but
through all of it.
there might be, like, to be honest, I have to review our signups to make sure that we do indeed have deaf people coming and if they're planning on being here the whole time.
Okay. If you want to give me an updated one, then that also gives me another time to rewrite.
Thinking about it though, is it like, what if people sign up like the week before that are deaf and then like.
It's definitely to have
it's
more than
like,
less. Yeah. To be prepared for more than less.
So yeah, but it's possible that like maybe, because the first night I put in the price for 2.
Yeah.
And that's like a lot more expensive because that's the special hours of evening, so that's more expensive. So if anything, maybe just having one person the first night rather than 2, because everything is happening in one room. Not one room, it's 3 different rooms, but at different times. So we don't have like concurrent sessions going on the first night. The next day we do, so the next day we have them 2 at all times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically stick to the grid.
Unless we just cut one of the first night ones, which would save us like $500.
Especially because it's the off hours.
Yeah. Would save like $500.
You're saying you have one person for how long?
Sorry?
You're saying you have one person for how long? Like how many hours do you use that one?
It would be the 3 hours, but half of it would be just during a break. You know what I mean? So they wouldn't be translating for 3 straight hours.
Yeah, because I know usually they like having people there, but maybe.
I know, I agree. That's why we budgeted for, we figured out the price of 2 just so they could swap off, But yeah, I'm just saying if like we don't get our funding approved.
Yeah, you probably just have to.
Sorry?
Someone would have to convince them to do one person.
Yeah.
But.
I don't know. I know that a lot of people who are event planners just don't bother with ASL unless they're positive they're having a person that will need it. And I don't know. I want this to be like an accessible event. And it's not easy, but it's worth it.
I mean, I think a good deal it is the principle of it to like have that option.
Yeah. Okay, so there's nothing else about the conference. Could we talk about the tactile maps? Or have you not heard back from anyone yet?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know what your next thing was, but.
No, this is basically it.
Yeah, so we was first group, right? We was real quick. So Manish had a meeting with some guy named Bill. And so Bill has made a tactile map in the past for a camp that he did. So Bill offered to look over prototypes.
Wait, sorry, what's this person's name?
His name is Bill. I don't remember his last name. I know his first name is Bill. And so he offered to look over prototypes of hackdown maps. He mentioned that Braille is not frequently used. Although it was used on the map that Dan Ellison sent. So we just kind of have to make that true. So continue using like large, like Latin or like Roman letters on his background map. So yeah, I think we have an option there. The frame of the building needs to be clearly defined. So like we have this like a bunch of things to figure out in terms of like how the map is actually going to look. And so I think would anyone can help with that, anyone can experience with that, and because the thing is, we each has a meeting with Chip tomorrow at 12:30. Chip is the person, the co-op is the one, he's the one in charge of like actually making the hackdown maps. Manish is going to kind of present the floor plans that we have so far. Like basically, we have like a bunch of images of each floor with seating areas and accessibility features marked.
Wait, so this person is the head of the collab?
I'm not sure what his exact title is, but he's the one that basically gets all the presentations, and then he and his team decide what to work on, how to do it.
What's his name? Mitch?
Chip.
Oh, Chip Hopper. Yeah, he's the boss. Yeah. So I think the biggest thing at this point is we just need to work on making sure that our floor plans don't have any errors in them. Because we've been noticing these, so we just want to make it obvious that they're correct in order for the collab to actually make accurate maps. And the other thing is this Bill suggested putting a QR code on our maps with a link to audio description of each floor. So I reached out to Dan Ellison.
Dan.
You've
all been reaching out to him so much lately.
Yeah. See if he can help with that. So I guess we'll see what I had some audio resources in the DDA drive. I couldn't find those. If anyone knows where those are, and I can send them to Manish's team.
You can also reach out to Betsy.
True.
Or what was the other woman's name? Debbie Hibbler.
Right, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, but if anyone after this is has to help me find those resources, that so let me see if there's anything else. In terms of the like app part of it, like the technology aspect, there's some pretty interesting technical issues with CAD files. So again, I think they can definitely use some help on that. They did have one person drop out recently. So if anyone wants help with working with CAD files and trying to get an app made, like how people naturally build into real time and that sort of thing, that would be great. So yeah, I think that was everything.
Wait, so could it be anyone who has experience with CAD files, or is it like CAD files specifically of maps?
Anyone who has experience with CAD files or GPU clusters or like I mean basically anyone who'd be interested in working on like a really technical part of it, like they don't have to do a lot of coding. Definitely they can reach out to me or to Manish. Or even Sam Lester, probably. And then yeah, we can basically get them on that
team.
I will reach out to my friend Gaurav, who's really active in Enable. They're the group that they meet in the collab a lot to design 3D printed prostheses for people. So I imagine like someone would be interested in that.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'm getting the best with again, me for Sam Oscar probably.
Yeah, and Enable is also run by Irish. I'm actually gonna meet with them as well.
Yeah.
I think that was about it. So yeah, there's that part of it, and then if anyone wants to help out with like checking our maps for errors, that sort of thing, or helping us figure out like how the techno map should look. Yeah, I believe that's it for the tactile maps. That's the next thing, the community center. So yeah, I don't really have too much to say there because we've unfortunately not been able to meet the task force. I believe I talked in the previous meeting about how I met with some people from some other organizations. I think the International Student Association and someone from ESG. And so, because I think this is a common issue that people are having, like trying to find space.
Yeah.
And I believe I mentioned that there's some talk of some new building that may be built.
New buildings are always so out of the way. Right?
Yeah. So this one looks like it might be. Looks like it might be like in that parking lot, the Kogo lot, on that side. So yeah, and I think there's a lot of options, but basically we have some people like me and Simon are in this group chat with some of those other representatives. So we're trying to basically coordinate our efforts in terms of finding space. And I know, so one person, Zach, who met again with the working group on community and dialogue that we met with at the end of February. And so it looks like from that, a lot of progress is going to be able to be made once Elmo's successor comes in. That's going to be in June.
Sorry, am I the only one who thinks that's pretty funny?
Elmo is funny? Yeah.
No, that it'll happen once Elmo is gone. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, so yeah, we don't really have a whole lot of updates there. Hopefully our task force can meet pretty soon and start working on the supplementary report. I did put the excerpts from my paper in there. Anyone wants to read those, and help out with actually like combining all those resources into something that we can use. Yeah, that'd be great. But yeah, that's about it.
Did you guys get that email that I forwarded about this kind of like virtual panel? Thank you. Those are the words I couldn't find. The virtual panel on emerging disability cultural centers that's happening tomorrow.
Yes.
It's a national dialogue that Dream is hosting, and it's 3 to 4, so it's right smack in the middle of my first class.
It's 3 to 4 Pacific time. It's 6 to 7 Eastern.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I registered for it, so
I'll be able to then. Let me check my
Yeah.
calendar. It's a
I
great
know I can though.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Yeah.
Oh, someone put this on the calendar already. Thank you. Yeah, okay, cool. I totally read that wrong. But yeah, so it's tomorrow, and I feel like it could be really useful to us at this stage with the Disability Cultural Center to just see that. Like what other people have, what success other people have had. Like it's exactly the kind of data that Lee was asking for, which is like, what is this conversation looking like across the country? So I feel like if any of us can go to that, we should.
Yeah, I can.
I'm gonna try and register for it now actually. Since now that I've realized I can actually probably make it.
Yeah, I submitted a question too, so I'm excited for it.
Cool, yay! So this will be great. I also wanted to show you the wonky map that I made of the Ruby.
Oh, nice.
Because like I've been doing a lot of work to just try and like make all participants feel like welcome and prepared. So I've been like doing assigned reading and just like introducing everybody whoever else is on their panel. and like I made a map of the Rubenstein based on like a screenshot of Google Maps,
Oh, wow.
which was so bad. Like this is what Duke's maps give you when you look. Like they give you basically Google Maps, and it's like, oh, where did it go? It's like the building itself is like slightly darker gray than the gray of everything else. So you can't actually even see the building. So I have to like draw lines around the perimeter of it to try to make it. It's so stupid. And then I just put like Ruby Lounge, multi-purpose studio. Like I tried to like put it, but there's no interior.
Multi-million-dollar building.
Doesn't the Ruby, wouldn't the Ruby have floor plan? Like,
It might. Yeah, the website actually might. Yeah.
yeah, usually the
But I was
more,
trying to show one that had like the parking lots and it was like zoomed out and showed like street names and
I mean, you
stuff.
could probably overlay.
Yeah.
Especially if the
Maybe.
Ruby short.
Yeah. We'll see what they have on their website.
Yeah, usually the more modern building would have some sort of really basic floor plan.
They should because they have a lot of events there. It's like a very public
You
space.
could also consider requesting a more detailed map from facilities.
Yeah. I was thinking about like sending it because I just wanted to have like the things that my conference participants need and nothing else so that they're not distracted. So it's like, you know, a big star over where the entrance is and stuff like that. I don't know. They do have these kind of like this, like it's sort of, I don't know. I'm sure that the map I made is 100% not accessible to blind people, like I was saying before. But anyway, thanks. I just thought I would share that with you to express my solidarity and appreciation for the work that y'all are doing because it's a lot of work. Even just making this like very basic one took me like an hour.
Do you have like a folder slash like, I don't know, thing where you're putting all of these like materials?
Yeah.
Slash would you be willing to
Yeah,
share?
I can do that. Should I just share with all of you guys?
Yeah, you can put it in like our DDA Google Drive.
Okay.
Might be the easiest.
Okay. Let's see. I've currently got it shared with a bunch of faculty members that are helping organize it. So is it okay if like if I put it in the DDA folder, does that give them access to all kinds of other stuff too?
No.
Okay. All right.
It's just if you put like it in the drive, then it will go to everyone who has access to the drive. And Carrie Sandel got back to us with a little document on like disability cultural centers. Didn't get a chance to look at it. But,
Is that in that same drive folder as all of
I think it was in an email.
Sorry, what was it called?
Carrie Sandel like sent an email. Let's see.
Yeah, I guess if someone could just stick that in the same drive folder.
Yeah.
That would be best.
Let's see what this says.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we can put that into the ongoing activism folder.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was I copied on
Maybe not. I think this is sent to the exec email. Sorry
Did I
about
just
this.
send it to exec? Sorry, Jay. We should just give Jay back on the execs and see.
Come on, Jay.
We should just like include him in the list even if we don't have an election.
You wanted
so we don't
to
forget.
stick it off.
He doesn't want it.
You still have access to the drive, right?
Yeah, I do sell that.
Okay.
Oh, good. Yeah. But still, it's not like he's gonna be like checking the drive every day to see if there's new stuff in there.
Yeah. Guess this just has like their values and mission statement. That's good. We're just trying to look back and like yeah, so cultural center and accessibility mapping is what we mainly talked about, and the conference is what we mainly talked about last week. How is the report on other universities that have cultural centers?
Right, so yeah, so like I was saying, we haven't actually had an instance yet.
Right.
So we haven't really made a lot of progress.
Okay.
Hopefully we can do that this.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. I will try to contribute to it as well. Yeah. So that's honestly all I had on my end, or like Marion had on her end. So I think, right? Or is there?
That was everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm just sort of trying to figure out how to actually move this folder without, because when I tried to move it, it told me that the people who already have access to it are going to lose access when I move it to DDA. So I'm trying to figure out.
You could probably copy it.
Yeah, is there a way to just copy an entire folder?
I think there's definitely a way to copy documents.
Copy documents, yes.
Also, it looks like I did get that document from
Okay.
someone else, but so. Oh,
Oh, thank you, Maddie. Oh, okay.
Okay, let's just see what happens.
also, does anyone have any idea where those bodies and stuff?
Oh yeah. Whoever designed this room, it's so hard to talk in here. It gets so loud out there.
Yeah. Honest. Okay. Wow.
Okay, actually, it looks like it's still shared with everyone it was shared with, or yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Immediate next steps for the next meeting. Ideally, try to have this video for of the Ruby. I will try to work on that and pitch the chronicle, tactile maps and accessibility, cultural center groups. Try to meet, go over the final proposal with Chip or make progress on the report for other universities that have cultural centers. Order ASL for the conference after figuring out how many people we need, and signing up for volunteer shifts. I will send around this Excel spreadsheet in the recap email. I'll send around in the recap email and then send an extra, like a separate message for the plenary. I just messaged my friend who's the VP of Campus Life, and she said it may be able to get on the DSG blast. Yeah. Jay, if the cultural center group decides on a meeting time, please let me know when it is. Okay.
Or I probably Kevin, because Kevin's the technical lead.
Right, sorry.
So,
yeah. Okay.
Once, we'll figure it out.
Okay, that's good. Well.
So you said there were, I'm just trying to find these resources that Jay was talking about.
So I feel like they might have just been the email.
Was it audio description in the title, or?
Yeah, it was definitely like because we did that event with Twitter.
Yeah, I know. Is it just like notes from that?
I think it was like stuff before that. Like some resource that we got before that event that they were going to use at that event.
Oh.
Stuff that they thought we should know.
Okay. It would be easier to search my email than the drive.
I don't want to know all of it. I just want to know what is necessary for this. Does anyone here know an Avery Goldwell?
Yeah, he's the president pro tempore of DSG and is going to be the
Yeah.
EVP.
Does anyone know him personally?
Who?
Mhm.
What was his name?
Avery Boltwood.
No.
I know someone personally who knows him personally, if that helps.
Because he's the person to send all the appeals to. But unfortunately, it seems like today was the last day to do the appeals, and I just want to make sure it wasn't due to late. I realized I have a new email issued from an update from this week, and normally my Gmail and my Duke email on Outlook are like links to
Yeah.
They cut the link without letting me know.
Oh.
That's just gives the website. That's the website.
Okay.
So I sent him an appeals, but it says that apparently it was supposed to be like 2 o'clock today, so I'm hoping that he'll be okay with it.
Yeah.
Considering that I also sent him a screenshot of everything being off.
Mm-hmm.
Can we send this to just you or anyone else?
You can send it to this.
But
Yeah.
all my Duke emails now are not completely separated. I have no idea.
Agree.
Duke's medicine. I'm not even in Duke Med.
Well, if that takes care of it for us as a group, I guess we can end the meeting a little early. Thank you all for coming. I know the second half has started, but no.
I'm just trying to deal with all this money crap.
No, thank you. I'm sorry. I should have been more clear about the appeal thing or sent it myself. Yes, thank you guys. Are you both of you going to the conference next week?
Yeah, we'll be gone next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can Skype in at 5:30 or not, but
No, that's fine.
see.
Have fun. Good luck with it.
Thank
Come
you.
back with stories. I'm excited to hear about it.
Oh.
Okay. Well, thanks everyone.